that are used for this kind of lives, and I don't know why it changed the speaker output. At
Well,
least we are.
that actually would be a good segue, right? Because we're here to talk about technology and what's good and what's bad.
Well, I can tell you, I know a lot about this because I'm a musician for all my life, and never know when the things go wrong in the stage, you know.
What goes wrong on stage? What is like the top thing that goes wrong?
I don't know, sometimes you go to play and then suddenly the guitar cable, you are play, I'm a guitar player, you are playing, and then if at the middle of the performance, suddenly it gets off and you don't know what's going on, and then
Is it
it happened.
wired or do you do wireless?
Uh, I mean, I seldom play in these big concerts. I play mostly in clubs,
Uh-huh.
small venue, and sometimes it happened like I'm playing with my trio, drums and bass, and then for one song I'm soloing, and then suddenly it goes off, and then I have to wait until the end of the song because it would be like kind of crazy to stop the band. Okay, let's just stop now. It doesn't work. So they just keep playing, and I just like try to fix the cables and blah blah, and then the break for the next song, then I pick another cable and I put in, and then it works. So this
Yeah,
is
that's
kind
exactly what
of
I did. It's like, well, I have like a whole bunch of headphones sitting around. Let's just try a different one, right? Like,
yes, yes. But worse is like I was playing a big festival, and I was playing with a guy from Woodstock, was my teacher when I was in the United States, and
okay.
he's like a very spiritual guy, and he told me, okay, tonight in this big coliseum where we are playing, there will be something weird happening, and I said, oh, okay. So he was like predicting, and then there was like an outage, the power in the in the whole place, it went off in the middle of the performance, you know. So it was really weird.
Yeah, power is the whole thing. I mean, technology, at least that's, people writing software or something like that. But power, that can cause all
Yes.
sorts of problems with that. Like,
Imagine when this AGI takes care about everything, and then it just puts off everything.
I mean, and like the power will go out and like there's nothing you can do, right? Technology, I
Yes,
can reboot the machine, I can plug in new headphones, when the
yes,
power goes out, nothing we can do.
yes. Anyway, nice to meet you.
Yeah, so
This
where are you calling in from?
I'm in Lisbon, in Portugal. I'm Portuguese, but
Okay,
I was studying in New York for 5 years when I was getting my degree in music. So I was living in New York and Boston. I was raised in Angola, in
okay,
Africa, so I spent many years in Africa. Then I came here.
cool. I am in Seattle, Washington, United
Okay,
States, of course. Um,
okay, fine.
yeah, I was born here. I've lived here my whole life, so this is what I know.
Hmm.
I don't know. It's okay. The weather's very mild here, which works out pretty well. We don't have a lot of, it's not very hot, it's not very cold, but then sometimes you really crave like, I wish it was warmer. Or I wish there was snow or something like that. I did go to Brazil one time, speaking of Portuguese, and
Hmm.
I took Spanish in high school and then realized how much Spanish and Portuguese are not alike.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I understand Spanish, but if they speak too fast, I don't understand.
Yeah.
I'm a bad improviser Spanish, but I
Yeah.
say some
So
stuff.
it's what the people they're like they say they can understand like beginner Spanish, right? Because Portuguese. And reading it wasn't too bad. Like on the TV, I would turn on the captions and be
Yeah, reading
like,
is almost the same, you know,
yeah,
but
but it sounds so
understanding,
different.
yeah.
Although have you used any like live translators? Like there's stuff you can like use your phone and it will like Google Lens. Google Lens will translate like
I don't do that too much of that.
yeah, I recently went to Asia and it was pretty nice to just have like usually I'm shopping for souvenirs or something like that and I want to buy something so I'll just look at like grocery store like candy bars or something and it'll translate it right on the fly, which is pretty cool. It's not quite the level that they've promised at times like they tell you you should be able to we should be able to speak our own language and it can translate it on the fly and I've seen even demos of that. I've never seen it work.
Yes, but now I can use ChatGPT for everything.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah, use ChatGPT. We can't translate on the fly, and we don't have flying cars yet. That is one of the technology things that I'll usually bring up. Well,
Yes.
cool. I mean, this is kind of what we're gonna do. If it's okay, we'll just kind of we'll talk about technology. I'll ask you some questions. I have like a set of
Okay.
rapid fire questions at the end that are I don't know. I
But
don't
it's
tell you
like
what.
it's a broadcast you are going to.
Yeah, I'll post it on my YouTube channel. Yeah.
Some parts you're going to.
And then I'll extract some things out and so on.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, but it's mainly just it's very interesting. And I know people who use technology, like we use technology all day. We've experienced it. We've seen the good and the bad. It's kind of cool just to step away from that and go, what are we doing with technology? Is there, why is it so bad? Why is it so
Honestly,
good?
I mean, I can tell you, sometimes I feel like, okay, I just want to go away of all of these because I just want to play my guitar, go to the country,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
just play acoustic guitar, or maybe just write music for the rest of my life. And because you get the burnout, it overwhelms.
Yeah, I mean,
It's really,
it's interesting. It shouldn't burn us out, but it certainly does. It has.
yes. I mean, I can tell my experience. I was in the at the end of the 80s, beginning of 90s. I was in New York. There was a time they were starting using a lot of. I mean, they were using already electric instruments since the 70s, but in the
Hmm.
90s they start using a lot of this guitar synthesizer, and then
Hmm.
connecting, starting using like these samplers
Yeah.
that you could play your instrument connected to a sample, and then and they just start doing this, and I was following that and taking the first steps. I always followed technology when showed up for music,
Okay.
and then I kept doing until, I mean, I was using a lot of MIDI interfaces to playing guitar and playing like synthesizer sounds. Also, I was using a lot of stuff in the computer, like this Ableton Live, which is like some interface that you can do so many things. And I was doing that until 2007, 15. And then to 2017, I started doing the affiliate marketing as a hobby. Then I started using again a lot of stuff, technological stuff, and then it's like kind of follows me in my life. And somebody's like pursuing me with that stuff. You need to do this, you need to do this tech all the time.
Yeah, if we go back to the music for a second, it's interesting because there's a whole music like like auto tuners where people can sing and the computer auto tunes it. Always lip syncing the electronic drums, all sorts of things like that. I think we see kind of an analogy today with AI that we can create a lot of things, but
Yes.
people want that authenticity. They want something real. Is that your experience like with music as a musician? Is it real music better?
I mean, as an artist, I can tell you that from what I see, I think artificial intelligence sells everything. There's people, no, artificial intelligence is not so good as humans, but I think it does better than humans, almost everything, also in arts. But with music, I tried some of these music creators like Suno.ai.
Mm-hmm. Yep, yep.
I created like a singer. I created
Okay.
like an avatar, and I was thinking this was like 1 year ago. Okay, I'm going to start using this avatar. I'm going to turn her into an Instagram influencer,
Okay, okay.
and I'm going to show all her show. I'm going to like make shows and I'm going to upload a lot of photos and videos of her singing. And then I did some songs at Suno, and from what I was hearing before, it was not. It was very good already. It was very good, but then I started creating some songs there with very little input, and I created this amazing voice. And then I was showing to my friends. I was not saying it was a
Huh?
an
Yeah.
artificial singer. And I was showing, and then I say, look, this singer that I found. I'm going to produce her, and she's amazing, best singer I ever heard. She had I mean, I can tell because I work a lot with singers. I never saw anybody singing like her, and it was artificial. In terms of voice, it can produce much better. I don't know. I believe. Also some instruments. But in terms of composition, of composing music, I don't think maybe later it do better music than humans, but up to now I don't think it does better.
Yeah,
That's what I
that's
think.
always the caveat with AI or technology is like, well, what's it going to be like in 3 months or 9 months or something like that? We never know. I
But Preston, if you see images
Yeah,
like art, then
yeah,
it's much better than any human could do it.
yeah.
That's what I think. But maybe I'm wrong. But
And faster, of course, And
yes,
I know in my work, one of the things I take advantage with AI is even like, generating emails or copy or images or whatever. It's easy to tell AI, create five of them and then pick the best one. If if you were constantly telling your human employee, okay, I want you to create five of everything. Yeah, I don't think that would go very well. And then I'll pick the best one, and then I'll tell you to combine two of them type of thing. But
yeah, it's getting crazy.
yeah, I've done a little bit with the music composition. Like I just take like something out of ChatGPT. I'll tell it, make it into lyrics, and then I'll go and I'll find a tool, Suno is one of them, that I'll say, write me an 80s rock ballad with these lyrics.
Yes.
And for entertainment value, it certainly does the job.
Yes, but when I was doing those songs, I was like compiling, okay, like lyrics from Johnny Mitchell, David Bowie,
Yeah.
Simon and Garfunkel. Sting. I was putting a lot of guys compiling the
Uh-huh.
lyrics, and then
Uh-huh.
I was sending that as a database to ChatGPT, and I was saying, okay, I wanted to compose a song lyrics in the style of this guy, and it was doing very good lyrics. So I then uploaded those lyrics for the. This was, I mean, the songs that I was doing, it was like just, I mean, I can show you actually while we are live, but the songs that I did and her voice is just like, these will be really right away like a top 10 songs in the world, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
That is amazing. Even talking about you're talking about the quality of the singing. I haven't experienced that. I've like, it's pretty good. Of course, I don't know that much about singing, so I will totally trust you on, on the quality of that.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of singers here. I don't think there's anybody with a voice like that. I can send you some samples, or I can even go to Suno now and I'll show you.
Yeah, send me some samples. That'd be really cool. I would want to know
Yes.
what that's like. And of course, nowadays I listen to every song and I'm like, is that written by Chat GPT?
Will come a point like that, yeah. Also, I mean, this is what worries me the most is because I think like in 10 years, people will go to watch that are just holograms and just.
Yeah.
I mean, if people go already to watch, I'm sure you are like from the same time of my generation or something. People go right now like 20 years ago, you'll go in the city and you'll see like posters of rock bands and
Yep.
real musicians in the walls, posters, and you'll see all the time that. Now, when I go to the city, I only see like concerts, DJs, which is not the same as a musician. So I see concerts
That's
of
right.
DJs
That's right.
all the time. So this is, and they are not doing music. They are just showing music from other people. They are passing music from
Great.
other people.
Great.
So then I feel like in 10 years it's going to be like concerts of artificial intelligence artists, AI artists. And this is
Interesting.
really scary because it's going to steal a lot of jobs for the.
Yeah, I think
Because there will be somebody that is going to find a package where, like, okay, there's like a wedding, so we are not going to hire musicians. There's like these guys that do everything in the package, like artificial artists, AI artists with hologram, and then whatever, I don't know, they'll find a solution that it converts much better than just a normal band playing there. I'm sure there'll be somebody doing that.
so. Let's see if I have a hypothesis about technology and AI right now, and I don't think that it's going to replace humans. I think it's going to make the humans that know how to use it much more productive.
For
And
sure, yeah.
certainly there'll be things that will replace, right? But for the most part, it will take the people who know the business or have the skills and amplify it. Do you think it's the same in music? Is it going to be someone who's musically talented will be able to create better AI music, or will anybody be able to create music? I'm worried right now.
I mean, what you just said, it's good because artificial intelligence can make human more productive and more knowledge and
Correct.
more
Yeah.
complete.
Less
But
errors, Yeah.
this is my question to you. You studied AI, right?
Yep.
At the university or something, you
Yep.
studied that.
Yep.
So you are more aware because I'm kind of a naive. You are more aware of where this goes or where really can, as far as can go with this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of even ChatGPT, it's not thinking, right? It just has so much data and it knows how to put things together. So, like, it just takes the patterns of the way things have been put together in the past and it synthesizes and it really doesn't know what it's saying. It's obvious at times. Like,
Mhm.
you just made that up, didn't you, right? And it will go, yes, yeah, I actually made that up. So at least admits it. But that's what AI is on these large language models. They just have so much data and there's
Yes,
this
yes.
and they have the right algorithms and the right way of processing it and just tons of, processing power and they can just be so fast that they can fool people into thinking they're an intelligence.
So you think it will never reach like a conscience level or something that can think for itself?
Oh, way back when, when I went to college a long, long time ago, that was my final report. And I said, I don't think it can do a stream of conscious. I don't think that AI would ever duplicate that. Am I so sure about that now? Not as sure as I was back then. But because simulate a stream of conscious, maybe. Can you do it like humans? I don't think so. It's going to get really good though.
I saw a new yesterday because every day I'm posting stuff on Facebook. So
Uh-huh.
I do a lot of research, but just like amateur research. With
Correct. Correct.
I have some GPTs that do that, some agents. And I
Yep.
saw a new that was some company. They created an agent that is like 500 times faster than ChatGPT.
Mm-hmm.
And that basically it clones everything that is in the brain of a human, all
Okay.
the
Great. Great.
wires and all
Great.
the
Okay.
connections, and emulates that, and it can go really far as a human sensor because it just clones everything like a
Interesting.
human brain.
I wonder
So
if
I
it's
don't know.
doing it with like the neural networks that they've done in the past, because that's supposed to, simulate neurons and learning and making new connections and weighting connections and things like that. And one of the things about neural networks, though, is they can be really accurate, but actually you don't know what they're doing. You can never ask it, like at least with ChatGPT, if it comes up with that answer, you can say, "How did you come up with that answer?" Neural network would just be, that's just the answer I've been trained to give, and it's a good one.
Sure.
So I don't know. Yeah, interesting. So they can do all that. They can track the brain. They can generate music, but so for some reason, it's still hard to have ChatGPT remove hyphens from the output sometimes. That's like one of my biggest.
Yes.
Like, I don't want the hyphens.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So you said you're doing affiliate marketing. How much AI do you use to do that?
How much?
Yeah, how much? What are you using AI for?
I started in 2017. I started like a lot of people, just referral programs.
Hmm.
Then in 2018, I started doing ads, doing these ClickBank ads
Uh-huh. Yep.
with Google Ads and Facebook. Then 2019, I got into drop shipping. Then the pandemic came. I had to stop drop shipping 2020. So I started doing a lot of video. So I did a lot of video reviews, more than 600 at my YouTube channel.
Cool.
A lot of product reviews like from this Warrior Plus and GVZoo and ClickBank. And then I got into video also because it's when you are like, I worked a little bit in my productions, in my music productions, you have like a timeline where
Hmm.
you are cutting audio and sometimes video. So I was really used to that. I started doing a lot of stuff with video. In 2022, I started learning a lot about getting viral on Instagram and TikTok. And this
Hmm.
is what I spent the last 3 years. I was a lot involved with that. I launched a mentorship on getting viral with the videos,
Hmm.
getting like millions of views, and then you are selling your programs because people follow you and you teach how
Yep.
to
Yep.
do that. And because that, I got really interested into artificial intelligence, into these videos and creating content. Because first of all, as a non-native English speaker, just to write a post, it will take me like 30 minutes or one
Yeah,
hour
yeah.
for the content is really very fast. And also for the videos because I was a lot into these graphics and doing nice videos, of editing, and then with this video generation, image generation. What happened is I started using also a lot of clones. So in my video, in my Instagram reels, I use a lot of times it's not me, it's just
Yeah.
me,
Okay.
just a clone of me talking,
Yep.
or just like a clone of me and then text on top, but I'm not
Correct.
talking, something like
Correct.
that.
Correct.
So I work a lot with that and since 2023 that I'm in all these paid AI communities. So I know a little bit of. And then I start studying also with some top guys, mentors on on content generation, language models and things like that. So I know a little bit about.
What do you wish AI could do that it doesn't do now?
This will be really good. To just put an idea and say, okay, I want to make a video. I go to this. Actually, it's the thing that I want the most for the marketing. That you just, when you write the script, you say, okay, I go to this website. You're going to show just the homepage. And then I click in this button and opens up like a menu. Then you're going to make a B-roll of that. Then you're going to make a B-roll of, I'm doing some graphics on Canva. And then I make the graphics to a Pinterest pin or something.
Uh-huh.
And then I show my affiliate link. I would like that artificial intelligence does these B-rolls because this is time consuming. I have a lot of stuff to do. I have my music career. I have to play every day like 5, 6 hours. And I still have like 5, 6 hours on top the marketing. And if I have to do videos every day showing B-rolls, it takes a lot of.
Yeah, that certainly sounds like something that could be automated.
You think it could be made? I don't know, like just put it. I mean, I know some video generators, like Pictory.ai. You put like a word and it's just like an image,
Yeah,
like a
correct,
video,
correct.
B-roll. But it's not what you really you want to say. Okay, I want to go to ClickBank and you show me like what I'm doing. I want to go to ChatGPT. You make a screen of me writing on
Oh,
ChatGPT.
okay. So you want like an over the shoulder demo, like show me, like mix it in, like, hey, here's me doing the ChatGPT. Okay.
Yes, the screen, not me, because you have always to
Yeah, yeah, like screen share. Like, hey,
film.
look how I did it, and I click this, and it's not
Yes,
necessarily a tutorial. It's a B-roll type of thing where it's kind of flashing up there, and we'll go, oh,
yes.
I get what he's doing. Like,
You can
okay,
do that. You can do that now.
yeah, I think we should be able to. I'll give it a shot. Yeah. I'll probably have to gather some more information from you, but yeah, that'd be something cool to really dig into and see if it's
I can
doable.
tell, Preston, this is what most of the marketers look for because it's just so time consuming. I have a lot of students, I have like 200 students, and their problem is always like, they just do these clowns text on top and that's it. And their problem, I always tell, man, if you show your face, you speak to people, and then you show some demos or B-rolls, blah, 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 this is what converts the most. Like you're showing, like
Yeah.
giving
Yeah.
experience. So if you can do that, I mean, this is really amazing, this stuff. Somebody can do that, going to make a lot of money, sure.
Interesting. That is a great idea. You have examples you could send me of what you've created?
No, I mean, I can show you some videos. You go here, and now you go here, and now you go here.
Yeah, yeah. Send me some samples. I'll take a look at it. Give it some thought. That
Okay.
would be really cool. Yeah. That
I mean,
type
I
of
can share my screen, but since this is a podcast, maybe it's
yeah.
not.
Yeah, we'll take that for a later
Okay,
discussion.
okay. But you could
Cool.
do a software like that. You could create something like that, a software like that.
Yeah, my background is software development, so
So do it, and we work together.
I know,
Let's
like
do it.
exactly.
I know everything about promoting and launching a product and everything. So
Cool. Well, this is going to be a great conversation then, and probably have a few follow-ups. Let's see, what else? What is your favorite thing, like an aha moment that you like tried to use AI for, and you're like, it worked and it worked great in your business?
like when you create an AI agent,
Hmm.
but you know that you need to put a good prompting,
Hmm.
good prompt. Output is really good. I'm doing this every day. Okay. I want to scrape and I wanted to give me like 5 new image and video generator tools of today
Uh-huh.
or of the last days. And give me the link and you make a step by step walkthrough of each one of these. Then I do I create a prompt to create the AI agent.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Then I just go to ChatGPT. I create a GPT with that, or I go to MindPal, which is very good for this also. Put input there the prompt, and then I create the AI agent, and then I run for the first or second time. And wow,
What?
it is so much time. It's a big harm.
Interesting.
Even more than with videos and images, because it comes to a point that videos and images, every day is like a new
Yeah,
video tool
great.
or a new image generator tool. But it's just more of the same, and with a little more difference, a little bit more advancing, kind of not so interesting. Like,
Yeah, I do follow a guy that he's a video creator. So he makes really, really cool videos. And you're like, yeah, those are still better, right? But it also takes him a long time. And he even uses AI, but he uses, it takes a lot of human work, a lot of AI work. And they come out and, he makes like these 30-second advertising videos and they're really, really good that, they look better than what people could just press a button and generate. But it's still a lot of work. So at least I think if it's a lot of work, I think that means he can still make money off of it. So probably why he's doing it.
yes, I mean, now with these tools, everybody can do good video, but maybe not so with a lot of edition. Then it's another level.
Well, cool. Well, let's go to the rapid fire questions then. Are you ready?
Okay.
What's a bucket list item that you haven't done yet?
I need to get more organized, launching trainings or products. Do that.
Yep. Yeah. We set up a
Talking
system.
about,
What's one book everyone should read?
I don't read too many books. I have to say, because I don't have time.
I
I
know.
mean,
I I actually bought one time a subscription service that summarized books.
that, that's cheating.
So they would take like, a book that would be an audiobook that if you could listen to it in 8 hours, they would give you the 5-minute version of it.
Yeah, but this is like not enjoy. It's like we say, you should enjoy, not look only for the
Great.
end
If you,
goal, but enjoy the
if you
process.
just want content, it's fine. But yeah, you don't get the murder mystery that way. That's for sure.
You don't get the style and
If you had the chance to go to outer space, would you?
to outer space.
Yeah,
I think a lot about this traveling on time, and
you would,
I'm
right?
always think
All right.
I'm always looking for. When I was 16, I had like this third encounter aliens.
Okay, like a close encounter, like of the
Close
third kind.
encounter,
Yeah.
yeah. I had when I was 16, and since then I was always okay. Can time travel, or one day it will be possible to time travel.
Yeah, time traveling, that's a whole nother topic. Like that's like, I transporters me. Like I went to Asia a couple weeks ago, 13-hour flight. I'm like, no wonder in science fiction they always invent the transporter. So I don't have to sit on a plane.
So believe on that happen also.
Uh, I think theoretically, I mean, it's like the building blocks, and even Einstein, the theory of relativity, like should be possible to do something, but I certainly have not seen examples of it except for in movies. But
I
yeah,
mean,
that
talking about books, there's some books I don't read now so much, but I used to read a lot of spiritual books. I like this Power of
yeah.
Now, and I like these Buddhism books. Usually, I like
Is it enjoyable or does it kind of give you food for thought? Does it give you
it's
philosophies?
food for thought, food
Yeah.
for thought.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm the same way. I'm looking for books. So I have a Christian background, so I'll read of course, the Bible and then
I
Christian
have
books. So
also.
yeah. All right. Here's your last question. If AI advances to the point where it can perfectly replicate your expertise in thinking, but you can embed one core principle into that AI for future generations, what would it be? So we have AI, it can perfectly replicate you. What principle would you give it? Speaking of the books and philosophies and so on.
Mix of creativity with music and aesthetics and ethics,
Yeah.
because I think right now I don't say that there's so many things wrong. So I think ethically I would like to. I was very well educated by mother, and
Yep.
we had
Yep.
very good values, and that's for sure
Yeah.
perpetuate, you know.
Correct. Because we want to live in an ethical world. It makes a lot of sense. You want to be treated well. You want other people, to do the right thing and so on. That's what we always
Yeah,
wonder. You always worry that AI is going to take over the world and just destroy humans. That's all the movies, right?
yeah, but a lot of people they talk about that, but then they do the opposite.
Exactly. Well, thank you very much.
Sure, it was
It
a
was
pleasure,
great
Chris.
talking to you. Absolute pleasure.